Guys, welcome back to Let's Play Xenosaga Episode 3. Last time, we encountered Wilhelm at the core and Zarathustra. This time, he's going to kill her, and he's still smug as all hell. Poor Shion.
Chief! Stop! Stop it!
Yeah, he's also
Stop! She'll...
blasted everybody else, except of course for KOS-MOS.
Help her! Hurry!
Shion.
Mary, I forbid you to interfere. Understand?
That's probably the only time she has a line like that in the entire game. Because of course she's an android most of the time, she almost never kind of stumbles over her words or has anything other than an actual word. This is her attempt to start a word, I guess, or just smother what she wanted to retort. But yeah, it's I think the only time in the entire series she does something like that.
You're wasting your breath. Mary understands what must be done to save this universe.
So now she's gonna betray us too? What's with the characters in this game?
Chief!
What? Oh, kind of a strange time for a flashback.
Hello, Kevin.
It's all right, Shion.
Kevin, are you there? Help me, please.
Still asking for his help, huh?
Help me.
I'm sure this scene was censored all to hell because Wilhelm just lost his hand. Holy crap!
Kevin!
And you see that? His hand is torn off by a karate chop. Wilhelm betrays no emotion. He's just like, it's gone. Oh well. That's
Kevin,
how level he is.
Are you satisfied now?
And that's kind of what I was trying to get across, is that Wilhelm never changes. He's always in the same mode. In most cases, I could see this being kind of lazy writing, lack of motivation for the character, lack of emoting. But for Wilhelm specifically, I think it makes sense. The guy's basically immortal, lives forever, and seems to know what everyone's going to do before they do it. Including in this case.
Surprised? Everything has occurred as expected, including your act of betrayal.
It's like watching a TV show or listening to a song that you've heard or watched 1,000 times. You know exactly how it's going to go before it even does. That's basically Wilhelm. It's hard to get invested in anything from his perspective if you have, there's no surprise. Everything is going exactly as expected. Nothing changes. It's always the same.
You knew?
Of course he knew.
Of course. What you seek is not order for the universe, but only for your own personal desire. An eternal world for the two people in love.
Now you got kind of a glimpse that this was probably what he had in mind toward right after the fight with Kevin, where he was like, you can't betray me, you can't do this, we must be together. He seemed like he was literally just falling apart because that was the only thing that was driving him. And here we basically get that confirmation.
That's right. I have no attachment to this world. But I cannot lose Shion.
As you can see, his priorities have changed. If you remember when Wilhelm approached him as a child, it wasn't Shion because he hadn't met her yet. it was his mother that he wanted to be together with in this new world. Now that he's moved on, you know, from being a child, he has a different desire.
For love? Ridiculous. That has no value.
And he just doesn't care. Wilhelm is the ultimate no fucks given. He really is. He's without an arm. No fucks given. I'm betrayed by my most loyal servant. No fucks given.
Aren't you happy you'll be able to feel her pain, Kevin?
You can finally feel her pain. Never could before.
Now, Shion,
You caused
have
it
you
before.
changed your mind?
No.
Honestly. Stubborn, aren't you?
Still, just a
Then
smirk.
how about this? Mary, bring Shion here.
You son of a bitch.
What's wrong? Shion will continue to suffer eternally, not permitted to die.
God, he's an
You're
asshole.
the only one who can release her from her pain.
No, Cosmos. Don't do what he says.
If you remember,
Are you sure, Mary? You don't want to lose Shion, do you?
back to episode 1, KOS-MOS had a line, "Relinquish your pain unto me." Combined with what she said to Alan about understanding his pain and his feelings during the confrontation with the Red Testament, Kevin, here, it's kind of balancing out. Now, there is a double meaning here with Mary not wanting to lose Shion, which I will talk about post-game, but just kind of note it for now.
Shion.
No, don't! Cosmos! Stop right there! Mary!
No, stop!
That's right. You can't defy me. This fate has been destined right from the time you sealed Anima.
That will be explained.
How does it feel to be betrayed by someone you once trusted, Shion?
It's happened twice now, Kevin.
In order to save you, Mary intends to ignore your will
Well, she's done that
and
before,
activate Zarathustra.
but it was always to protect Shion.
No!
How many traitors can we have in one party?
Very good. You have done well. With this, we will be able to live forever.
Cosmos.
What are you
The
doing?
only surprise he ever shows in the entire series. He literally
You
did not
fool.
expect that.
Now this universe will be completely destroyed. Even Yeshua will perish.
That
Mary,
connection is also explained
Is this
later.
what you really want?
Red eyes.
I am not Mary. I am Cosmos.
And looks like you've been betrayed as well. What is with this game and redemption storylines for evil people? Kevin used and abused Shion for years and led her along. He gets a redemption storyline. Albedo is an insane bastard. He gets a redemption storyline. Everyone gets a redemption storyline. And this is awesome music.
Let's end this, Wilhelm.
Yeah, at least in Albedo's case, he had mental illness prior to becoming infected with Udu, and it just basically sent him off the deep end. He became literally insane. Kevin is just misguided. He seems to care, but he doesn't always show it properly, I guess. Either way, I don't like all the redemption storylines. I don't think they work very well. but that's specifically in this game and this series.
Are you going to use yourself as a shield to protect her?
Kevin!
We've been rejected by this world and by them.
Humans. Mere humans are rejecting me? Impossible. It is unthinkable.
Maybe it's getting to be lazy delivery at this point because he doesn't seem to believe it, but he still has the same monotone voice throughout the whole thing. I'm not sure if it's working as much at this point as it did earlier, but I still think that it pretty much matches the character who's like, oh, this is one of those random variants that happens in the world. I guess even though I couldn't 100% predict this, it's not going to change anything.
They don't understand how precarious this universe is. This frail world standing on a thin thread.
He also has a hand through his chest and a light hole or something, and no evidence of pain, damage, anything like that. He's just like talking normally.
If that
That's
balance
cool.
is tipped, everything will be lost.
Just shows how
We're the
powerful
ones
he
who
is.
don't understand. They are trying to walk their own path under their own power. They're saying they will walk across that thread with full knowledge of what it means.
They'll never be able to do that.
Really? I think it's possible.
Chaos. Hello.
Chaos?
I think Chaos was just taking a nap this
Yeshua.
whole time.
I didn't expect to hear you say something like that.
Because he has far more power than
This
he's
world
demonstrated
is
in
more
this
flexible
game.
than you think. Even as we speak, ripples are spreading throughout the entire universe.
Are you saying you're going to release your power?
Yeah.
You're a failsafe implanted in this universe.
Wait, what?
If you release your power, there will be more to worry about than just ripples. And
Yeah.
besides, it's too late now to suppress their wills.
If it was only me, that's true. But I'm not by myself.
I'm not sure who he's referring to there. There could be multiple
Are
people
you
he's
saying
referring
you've
to.
come here to
Obviously the
challenge
party.
your fate?
But some other people that aren't
That's
here
a
yet as well.
fascinating decision.
Even at this point, like, he's being attacked on all sides,
But unfortunately, it looks like you're a little late.
and he's just like, fascinating. Fascinating. Hey, Abel.
What's happening?
Well, there go the ESs. Holy
Zarathustra
crap.
has gone out of control. If it continues like this, the universe will eventually dissipate and vanish.
Stop it! Stop the system now!
If I should stop it, then what? What will you do with this tremendous energy? These countless wills that reject each other, that have nowhere to go.
That, if you're not aware, the one doing all the
Are
damage
you implying that you know how to heal them?
is his mech Joshua. It's not an ES.
The world can only be returned to the beginning. Come, Mary. Help us guide them into the past.
It's something Wilhelm
There is
created.
no other way for us to save this world. What do you think you're doing now?
I refuse to continue to let you do as you please.
He also seemed surprised by that, Wilhelm did.
How foolish of you. Kevin, don't you know that your body will perish from this world if you continue to do that?
I won't be the only one. You will perish as well, Wilhelm.
So, you do this with full knowledge.
No, Kevin!
He's facing death and he's just like, interesting. That's how you're choosing this.
I'm suppressing the system's energy. Hurry! You must destroy Zarathustra!
But Kevin, you...
Don't worry about me. Concentrate on the system. This won't mean anything if you don't stop it.
Xion. It's true, he's right.
Let's do it.
The future isn't set in stone. With the power of your wills, you can shape it into the future you desire.
And it's final boss time. Eventually. There we go. Okay. This is Zarathustra, who begins basically strong against everything but physical, so hence why I have the physically based characters in my party at this point. First things first, Hilbert effect. KOS-MOS or Momo is basically required. In my opinion anyway, it just drops all stats so easily. You might as well have a character that can do that in this party. It really, really is worthwhile. And then offensive. And we are going to, what did I want to do? No, I wanted to establish best ally on everyone. Go figure, final boss. Probably should do that.
Feel my light of tranquility.
And everyone has best ally. This is a physically based attack that hits all allies. It's reasonably powerful. As you can see, reasonably powerful. Now, since we're dealing with something that's only weak to physical, I can't use any other techniques really other than what, the generic ones that are going to do the most amount of damage. So all physically based attacks that hit more than once, preferably ones that are short range so I can get that double going because that's awesome, which all of these attacks are. And this is why I decided to protect against status effects. It's just annoying dealing with this. Really, you can take it off in one turn and it's not going to hurt you that much, but it's entirely up to you. After this first round, I am going to set up some more buffs on me. I just don't feel the need to do them right off the bat. And I'm going to try and make this fight last a little less time than it normally would and try and go through here pretty quickly. I will probably set up the next powerful ability I have on Jin. Yeah, he's got a super break attack where he can just basically break everybody. It's annoying. So let's try and get rid of that as much as possible. Break heal L is pretty much a necessity for this fight. And so we're going to do one here. And then, offensive still there, it is still there, and Hilbert is still there, so I will still attack a little bit, but I should probably heal. Basically, once Hilbert or offensive runs out, I will start with EP, regenerate EP, regenerate break, and then we will start again. Okay, he's done that really early this time, which is kind of weird, but pretty much every time I've seen this fight play out, the first time he does that, it changes what his weaknesses are. It starts with him being weak to, or well, not weak to anything, but absorbing or taking no damage. I think it's taking no damage from physical, ice, and lightning, which means we have to use fire or beam, which isn't really too bad. And so that's worn off. So we're going to set up our buffs now. Recover EP on everyone, and then recover break on everyone, just so we're not dealing with crap for too long. Here's EP. It just makes things easier at this point. We also have to get things re-established, so. And these will last through a good chunk of the rest of the fight. He's going to use this, which is going to initiate some more break damage on us, which I will then heal with break heal or recover break, which will heal up most of my break for the rest of the fight until he decides to use that really powerful ability once again. Since you don't have recover break, you're just going to do something else quick. I probably should use heal, but that's fine. And then we'll get break going. Recover break, where are you? There we are. Let's get chaos. And then get Jin.
Ether drive.
Not too worried about that because I'm prepared for it. And might as well have you do heal. And recover break one more time, which is right there on you. And then I need to reestablish offensive.
Ether drive.
And I need to reestablish Hilbert. Pretty much anytime he wastes an attack doing that, that's a good thing for me. He normally doesn't do it nearly this much, so I'm glad I made the choice to put the protection against that on. That's helping me quite a bit. Lower your resistances there, and he's still like that, so I might as well use something that's fire-based. You could use Urtikaiser if you really wanted to, or I can use Beam. Let's use Beam right there. And what I'm going to do with Jin is I'm actually going to activate Heaven's Tracker for criticals for him, because it's not as abusive as KOS-MOS' ability. It's just way too much. I think this is lightning based. But anyway, so now that he's taking damage from fire, we're going to use Nemesis, because that does more damage. And of course, any of our combos now are going to do next to nothing for damage, which is kind of unfortunate. Now, the only downside to this particular part of the fight is Jin's not very good against something that's only weak to fire and beam, because he doesn't deal that kind of damage. So, literally, the only choice I have for him is Dark Urtikaiser. It's kind of unfortunate, I know. Urtikaiser Sigma is, of course, banned for this fight for obvious reasons. If you set up KOS-MOS the same way I did in the demonstration against Telos, you can probably one-shot the boss. If not, you can two-shot the boss. Arms regenerate. Things like Chaos becomes activate. I think it's a powerful attack. Or no, that's just the regenerate thing, isn't it? Or it's one hit? I can't remember. All the attacks kind of blend together. Yeah, so Order grew active, and then Chaos grows active, and then they merge or something like that. And he's going to change his elemental weaknesses, which should work out well for me. Now I can do physical again. Nice. Can't do fire, can't do beam. That's fine. W Fang. Do I need to do offensive again? Nope. Offensive is still there, doing exactly what it's supposed to do. Twin Impact. Okay, so Gale Strike. All criticals, right? Yeah. I'm just going to try and make this boss fight end a little faster. It's going to be an abrupt ending to the video because there's... Ow! Because there's nothing special afterward. In fact, let's... I should have used that when he was weak to fire, but I always forget to do that. 4,000 damage. He has 70,000 HP total, and since I can now do lightning-based damage, I'm not sure if we've shown off Lightning Waltz, but let's show that off. Finish Strike. Anyway, that's pretty much all the time I have for this one. Next time, the finale. Yeah, there's no screen, so that's all for this one. And I'll see you guys next time.